Let us journey back to 1788. Picture a vast continent, untouched by European hands. Australia, a land of ancient stories, a land of diverse landscapes. This is where our story unfolds. Our journey explores the impact of British colonization. We will witness the arrival of the First Fleet. We will learn about the Aboriginal people. Their deep connection to this land stretches back millennia. Join me as we walk through Australia during this pivotal period. 1788 marked a turning point. 11 ships appeared on the horizon. They were carrying over 1,000 people, mostly convicts, sent from Britain. This was the First Fleet, led by Captain Arthur Phillip. They landed at Botany Bay. However, they soon moved to Port Jackson. This location offered a more suitable site for settlement. Thus began British colonization of Australia. This event had profound and lasting consequences. Before the arrival of the British, Australia was already home to a people. The Aboriginal people had lived here for thousands of years. They were the original custodians of the land. They lived in harmony with nature. Over 500 distinct Aboriginal nations thrived across the continent, each with its own language, culture, and laws. Their lives were deeply intertwined with the land. They managed the land sustainably, respecting its delicate balance. The arrival of the British brought irreversible changes. The landscape began to transform rapidly. Forests were cleared to make way for farming. Towns and cities sprung up, forever altering the lay of the land. The introduction of new species had a devastating impact. Sheep, cattle, and horses grazed on native vegetation. New diseases, brought by the Europeans, ravaged the Aboriginal population. Their way of life, finely tuned over millennia, was disrupted. The British settlers and the Aboriginal people viewed the world very differently. The settlers believed in land ownership. They sought to claim and cultivate the land for their own benefit. Aboriginal people, on the other hand, saw themselves as custodians of the land. They believed in living in harmony with nature, not dominating it. These fundamental differences led to inevitable conflict and misunderstanding. The Aboriginal people did not passively accept the loss of their land. They resisted the encroachment of the settlers. Many Aboriginal leaders rose to prominence. They fought to protect their people and their way of life. Pemulwuy, a Bidjigal warrior, became a symbol of resistance. He led numerous raids on British settlements. Windradine, a Wiradjuri warrior, also fiercely defended his people's territory. Their bravery serves as a testament to the Aboriginal people's resilience. Driven by a thirst for knowledge and resources, British explorers ventured into the Australian interior. These expeditions were fraught with danger. The harsh conditions tested the limits of human endurance. Aboriginal guides often accompanied these expeditions. Their knowledge of the land and its resources proved invaluable. They knew how to navigate the deserts and find water in the driest of times. Their assistance was often the key to survival for the explorers. The colonization of Australia had a devastating impact on the Aboriginal people. They were dispossessed of their land, their culture, and their way of life. The consequences of this historical injustice are still felt today. However, amidst the pain and loss, there are glimmers of hope. Australia is on a journey of reconciliation. There is a growing awareness of the need to acknowledge past wrongs. Efforts are being made to address the disadvantage faced by Aboriginal communities. As we journey through the Australian landscape, we begin to notice the unseen threads that connect the past to the present. The resilience of the Aboriginal people is woven into the fabric of this nation. Their ancient stories are etched into the land itself. Their art, music, and dance continue to inspire and captivate. Their connection to this land is unbroken. Their spirit remains strong. Our journey through time is coming to an end. We have witnessed the arrival of the British and the impact it had on the Aboriginal people. We have seen the clashes, the struggles, and the resilience. Yet, through it all, the spirit of Australia endures. A spirit of resilience, of adaptation, of hope. It is a spirit that is shared by all who call this land home. As we reflect on this journey, let us remember the lessons of the past. Let us acknowledge the injustices faced by the Aboriginal people. Let us work together to create a future where all Australians can thrive. Let us build a future based on respect, understanding, and reconciliation. A future where the ancient wisdom of the Aboriginal people guides us towards a more sustainable and just society. A future where the spirit of Australia continues to shine brightly for generations to come.